there, Jenny from Jenny and the Machine. I'm going to show you how easy it is today to make puff pastry in your Thermomix. A couple of reasons why I like making this. 4 ingredients, simple. Let my water out. 4 ingredients here, flour, butter, water, salt. And having a Thermomix makes it super quick. So it's quick, I know what's going into it, and it's, more importantly, it's absolutely delicious. I tell you, you will not want to eat bought puff pastry after making this. So let's get started, and I'll show you how easy it is. So I always cook from Cook Today or My Week. So I'm going to start off by weighing in. Now the butter is frozen, so that means what that's going to do is it's going to break up, and it keeps it colder because that's what relies on the that's what makes the flakes. So when the butter melts, it creates steam. But if you have it too cold, too warm, it makes it really difficult to handle. So super easy to to have it in the freezer. Another tip is I like to just, now that I've used this out of the freezer, I'll cut up another butter into the right size pieces and put it in the freezer. So I've got it there next time I want to make some pastry. So 200 grams goes in. I've got a little bit over there. We'll just take one of those out, a couple of those out. That one can stay in. Okay, so butter in, and then some flour, so 200 grams of flour. So this is just a plain flour. Getting close. There we go. And next, and some cold water. So 90 grams. Just go easy on the water because you want it to be really manageable. So this is one of those recipes where you want to try and get it precise, but of course you can add a little bit more flour when you're rolling it out if need be. So water's in there, and then some salt. Okay, so that's everything in there. So now we're just going to put the lid on. Lid goes on, and then we are ready to blitz. So it's going to go for 20 seconds. Okay, so that is done. 20 seconds, and it's ready to go. I'm just going to, I've got a little bit of flour on the sides. So it's just got a little bit of flour around there. So I'm just going to scrape that in because I don't want to waste that. And I'm going to give it another little blitz just to incorporate that. So that goes back in. I'll just put it back in the base. Same on the lid. I'm just going to scrape that off the lid. Also makes it easier to clean if you take all of that off. So that's good. I'll just use my back arrows and just another, like about 2 seconds, 2 or 3 seconds. We'll mix that in. So turn it off, just push in your silver dial and that'll turn it off. Right, so then the next instruction is to tip it out onto a mat and form a ball. So I'm just going to tip it directly upside down. I use the bottom of the blade, and if I twist that, that'll help release the ingredients. And there is our ingredients there. And it says to form into a ball and flatten into a rough square. So I'm just going to push that together. I'm not going to make a ball, I'm just going to push it together. And at this point, I think I will get my cling wrap out. So you just want to then wrap it into some cling wrap, and it's going to go into the fridge. Okay, so once that is pressed together and into a rough square, we'll just see what it says to do next. So wrap in cling film and refrigerate for 20 minutes. So I'm going to pop that into the fridge, like so. Okay, so while I've been waiting for my dough to rest in the fridge, I've just weighed out another 200 grams of butter, and that's going to go back into the freezer. Okay, so here's my pastry ready to go. I'm going to use a silicone bread mat because I've got the measurements on the sides, which will help me. So it says on a lightly floured surface, roll out the dough to a long rectangle 3 times as long as it is wide. So approximately 60 by 20. So that's the size of this bread mat. Okay, so I'm just going to lightly flour this. And then I can add a little bit more as I go if needed. I'm going to take this out of the cling wrap. And it's quite moist, so I will definitely need flour. And then I just keep moving it around so that it doesn't get a chance to stick. And I find, I'll just put a little bit of flour on the rolling pin too. I find if I keep moving it, then it doesn't get a chance to stick. And also, if I just roll it lengthwise, it will generally come out to the right width. And I can see little streaks of butter in it. So now I'm quite happy with that length. So now I'm going to fold one side to the middle and then the other side a little bit further, and then the other side to the middle. And then I'm going to turn it a quarter of the way around, and see that's actually wide enough now. And then I start to roll again. A little bit more flour on the bottom. And also when you lift it up, you'll find it sometimes stretches out a lot better too. Okay, so that's that one again. So to the middle, fold to the middle, and fold to the middle. Another turn. And then this is the last time, so this is number 3 turns. Right, so then next, so that's 3 times. I'm going to then fold it, the fold third to cover the middle third, and then the top down. So we just do it one more time. I've got a little bit of unevenness there, but that's okay. That'll come out in the wash. And quarter turn, oh, so we've done that. So next, repeat the process. Okay, so now we've got that, that ready to go. And I'm just going to wrap that back up in my cling film. And then that needs to rest before I use it. Okay, so that's my pastry ready to go. It looks beautiful. I can't wait to use it. So this would be the point that it would either go into the freezer, or you just put it, you can put it in the freezer for 5 minutes if you want to use it again, or into the freezer for another day, or just 5 minutes, or just into the fridge until you're ready to use it. So that's going to go into the fridge because I'm going to make something out of that today. So I hope you've enjoyed that. Hope that's given you the inspiration to try puff pastry. And if I have inspired you to decide to purchase a Thermomix, then I'd love you to look for my buy button at the bottom of the link and purchase a Thermomix from me. And I'd love to help you get the most out of using your Thermomix. Thanks for watching today.